There's a saying you've probably heard before. Happy wife, happy life. And right now, NYCFC is not exactly making my wife very happy. She's followed the team alongside me since I started covering in 2021. Occasionally writes, but, it's kind of more of a fan first and a writer second. So, once again, I had to be the one to tell her that one of her favorite players, Justin Haak in this case, was going to be departing the club, and now apparently is about this close to signing a deal with LA Galaxy. Kudos, by the way, big time to LA, between picking up Haak and also Jacob Glesnes. They're clearly trying to wash away what happened last season, so kudos there. We have a sportswriter and broadcaster coming in from the LA Galaxy pretty soon to talk about that, but we're getting off topic. But when word came down that Justin Haak was pretty much not coming back to NYCFC, my wife was very disappointed by this. Because one of the things that happens a lot in the sports writing and broadcasting world is we see the players a little bit different. Because you guys see them on the pitch, we see them both on the pitch and also just as people. And speaking from someone who has worked alongside Justin Haak pretty much since about 2022, we're going to say, there are very few players out there that were more approachable, more easy to talk to, in a win, a loss, didn't matter, more human than Justin Haak. And, obviously his on the field, on the pitch talents were recognized. The options were all across the league in MLS and Europe, where actually I thought he was going to go, but, the options were there because of what he brings to the pitch. But what I am going to miss more than anything else is what he brought off the pitch. Like I said, Justin Haak is just a very likable, easygoing individual. He's got a good heart, he's got a good soul, and he is somebody that, frankly, I am going to miss. And as someone who kind of came from the kind of that era prior to 2023, all of those players are pretty much gone at this point for the most part. And that's the nature of the business. And on our side of the fence, sometimes it really kind of sucks because we get to know these players, we know about their families, we talk to them about just everything, life, the universe, and everything, and then they're gone. And for, again, LA, I'm proud of you guys, man. Like I said, you are, a season plus away from, where you were when you won the MLS Cup. Last year was tough, and you're clearly making the moves you need to make to show the fans, we're serious. I would love that for my New York Giants, but that is not going to happen. But that's another conversation for probably another time. But as far as Justin Haak goes, dude, you have earned this. You have done everything that NYCFC could ask of you. You have done everything that this team has needed of you. And you have earned the right to have the choices that were put in front of you. So kudos to you. Congratulations also. You're not going to have to deal with the snow that we have to deal with anymore. But I, for one, am going to miss you. I'm going to miss our conversations about, like I said, everything that was out there. Immensely proud of you, man. I'm grateful that, for the time that we had. And for what it's worth, go crush it with LA. It's going to be very interesting come February 22nd when LA has to obviously play NYCFC. So a bunch of us are going to be asking questions on this side of the fence for Pascal Janssen and Matt Freese and all the rest of those guys out there. And LA is probably going to do the same for him. But, twist of fate and irony being what it is. But on a personal level, like I said, just thanks for listening to me on this rant. I appreciate it. But that's the nature of this industry. And for NYCFC and Todd Donovan, you have your hands full now. Because now you got to replace essentially two players in one, in a defender and also a midfielder. And somebody who we can wear multiple hats. And add to that, obviously, what happened with Alonso Martinez. NYCFC has some holes there. And it's going to be very interesting to see what you guys do come January to plug those holes and show the fans that you are on an upward trajectory. Because if you guys slip down to 10th, 11th, or 12th, I guarantee they're going to be calling for Todd's head, they're going to be calling for Pascal Janssen's head, Brad Sims' heads, and every other head that's out there if this team slips and misses a playoff spot next year. Anyway, I'm Scott from Streampunk Soccer. What do you guys think? Do you think that Justin made the right move going to LA? Are you going to miss him? If you're an LA fan, are you happy you got him? If you're an NYCFC fan, who do you want to come in to replace everybody that's basically on the way out? Like I said, and by that I mean also Alonso Martinez, because he's going to be out until, May or June. Andre Ferre is going to be out for a while. What do you guys want? Who do you want to see come in? Do you want to see Christian Benteke? Do you want to see somebody like that come in as a stopgap? Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see on both sides of the country here. Anyway, like I said, I'm Scott from Stream Punk Soccer. Hope you guys had yourselves a great holiday out there. Enjoy what you've got. May we not have too much snow coming up this weekend, because holy shit, I don't want any more at this point. I'm past the age of having to deal with it. But anyway, thanks for the time. Appreciate it as always. Take care and stay awesome.